Hi, I'm Jen, the Holistic Health Boss, your functional diagnostic health practitioner and expert. And this week I want to talk to you about how traveling might be taking a toll on your body and what actions you can take to prevent a health setback. Now, if you're anything like me, then traveling is a big part of your life, whether it's for work, vacation, or both. And right now, I'm currently in the midst of one of my busiest travel times of the year, with back-to-back conferences, events, and of course, a few personal vacays in between. And let me tell you, my body is feeling it, which is why I'm out here shooting this video outside, because I've been stuck inside way too much lately. Now, you probably don't normally notice the true toll that traveling takes on your body, because if it's work related, you tend to see it as just part of the job, and so you continue to push through. And if it's vacation related, well, then that means that all travel must be good for you, right? Not so true. Traveling is a type of stress that we just don't typically address or notice in our day-to-day lives. But if you think about it, how many times have you come home from a trip and maybe immediately come down with one of the worst colds or flus that you've ever experienced, maybe felt extremely exhausted even if your trip was a vacation, had a flare-up in your muscle or joint aches and pains, maybe struggled to get your sleep back on track, or noticed that your weight shot up after you got back from traveling, or possibly experienced a relapse in your autoimmune condition, anxiety, skin breakouts, or other health issues. Now, these are all signs of basically the stress that your body experienced while you were traveling. Now, don't get me wrong, I love traveling and I would never give it up. But over the years, I've learned to notice how it can take a toll on my body, and also how I can be proactive so that it doesn't create a huge health setback for me. Now, stress is anything that places a burden on your body, resulting in inflammation, which then leads to any of the health issues that you might ever encounter in your lifetime. Stressors can include the foods that you're eating that aren't right for your body, maybe getting inadequate sleep, over or under exercising, emotional or physical types of stress, toxins that you encounter, and hidden stressors such as parasites, bacteria, or yeast overgrowth in the gut, hormone imbalances, liver congestion, and so much more. The not so obvious but typical types of stressors you encounter when you're traveling can include things like having less options for food and water quality, not so supportive beds or environments which negatively impact your sleep quality, sitting for prolonged periods of time, or just getting less movement in general, dehydration from flying or not being in your normal routine, maybe crossing time zones that mess with your natural hormone balance and circadian rhythm, and an abundance of toxins that are circulating the air in airports and hotels. Now, these stressors can add up super quick while you're traveling, and as your stress load increases, it can then suppress your immune system, making you more susceptible to illness. It can disrupt your natural hormone balance, which drains your energy and your mood, and it can overload your liver, causing a backup in toxins in your body and destroy your gut, resulting in digestive upset, essentially. Now, you may not have complete control over these travel time stressors, but you can reduce their impact on your body when you take the right steps. So that's why in this week's video, I want to help you to identify kind of the toll that traveling might be taking on your body, and I'm going to provide you with some proactive tips so that it doesn't give you a health setback. And then you'll be able to travel and achieve the health and vitality that you would like on a regular basis. So in the game of healthy living, The key to your success is not living in a bubble and avoiding all the unhealthy things. But the trick is learning to navigate life differently so your body and health are basically just more supported on a regular basis. Now, as I already pointed out, there are quite a few types of stressors that you are typically running across while traveling. And some might be within your control and some may not be within your control. So instead of stressing about finding the perfect place, food, and toxin-free environments while traveling, here are some simple steps that I take when I'm traveling and that you can take too in order to proactively support your body and prevent any of those health setbacks from happening. And I've broken these up into a couple different categories for you. First is about prioritizing food and water. Make eating gluten and dairy-free your #1 priority in order to reduce inflammatory food factors. 2 is to increase your water intake 1 day before and while traveling to prevent dehydration. And 3 is to be mindful of your alcohol intake. If you're feeling tired or jet lagged, opt for a mocktail instead because alcohol is only going to make it worse. Now next is to try and sleep soundly. The first step here is at night to set your room to 68 degrees for optimal sleep temperature. 2 is to cover all ambient lights such as alarm clocks and smoke alarms and to tightly seal the curtains shut. And my ninja trick here is to pack electrical tape to cover things like smoke alarm lights and place pillows against the curtains where they seal to the wall to seal those cracks up. Now the third step is to get sunlight exposure upon waking in order to balance your circadian rhythm and hormones. The next category is reducing physical stress. So the first step is to stretch, and do more stretching daily and intermittently, especially when you're on long flights. And to opt for less intense exercise such as walking or yoga. And the third is to schedule massage, acupuncture, or a chiropractic adjustment within the first day of returning home to restore your body. Next is to decompress and revitalize. I always pack lavender essential oil to use any time that I need to unwind throughout my trip, and you can too. And then start and or end your day with a cycle of deep breaths, meditation, or journaling. And the third step here is to schedule some time at the spa or maybe book a massage to relax and restore your body. And the last area is to tone down the toxins as much as possible. I always pack a travel-sized salt lamp to help purify the air, reduce allergens, and negative ions. Step 2 is to drink purified bottled water only. I love to grab the Life Water brand whenever available, and at restaurants I order glass bottled water such as Pellegrino. And the third step is to get in touch with nature. Open the windows whenever possible, get outside daily, and if you can, get your bare feet in some grass or some dirt, which helps to reduce the impact that toxins have on your body. Now, I love helping my coaching clients learn how to navigate life differently so they can enjoy traveling and having their ideal health and weight at the same time. And if you're a busy, health-minded professional who travels a ton and wants to learn how to support your body better while doing it, then I'd love to invite you to schedule a complimentary ideal health and weight discovery session with me by clicking on the links below. Now, I hope you found this video extremely helpful, and even if you don't take me up on the offer of doing a discovery call, at a minimum, make note of the tips that I've shared and start to implement them to reduce the toll that traveling takes on your body. That's it. I'll see you next time.